Hey everybody, I'm AceTrainerLiam and today I'm bringing you another video about branched evolution. As always, for those unsure of what branched evolution is, you guys can click here to check out my first branched evolution video where I explain what the phenomenon is. And for those with annotation switched off or watching on a mobile device, the link is also in the description. But let's get straight to today's topic. Today I'll be looking at the branched evolutions of Gloom, which are Vileplume and Bellossom. Gloom evolves into Vileplume when exposed to a leaf stone, and into Bellossom when exposed to a sunstone. Looking at their Pokédex information, Vileplume is described as the flower Pokemon. It's 3 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 41 pounds. And its Pokédex entry reads, Vileplume has the world's largest petals. They are used to attract prey that are then doused with toxic spores. Once the prey are immobilized, this Pokemon catches and devours them. So don't mess with a Vileplume, boys and girls, or you're in for a rough night. Bellossom in the Pokédex is also described as the flower Pokemon. It's 1 feet 4 inches tall and weighs just 12.8 pounds. And its Pokédex entry reads, a Bellossom grows flowers more beautifully if it has evolved from a smelly Gloom. The more stinky, the better. At night, this Pokemon closes its petals and goes to sleep. So make of that what you will. The stinkier Gloom makes the more beautiful Bellossom. That just makes me uncomfortable. Now looking at the designs of the two Pokemon, they both look equally kind of cute, but at the same time, Vileplume looks a little bit more intimidating just purely because of its bulky size. Vileplume is definitely more true to Gloom's original colouring, but you could argue that Bellossom perhaps is a different colour because it's showing the true inside beauty of Gloom, perhaps. But when you look at the shiny forms, shiny Vileplume pretty much matches shiny Gloom, so Vileplume definitely wins on the truer to the previous Pokemon category. In terms of what level to evolve Gloom into Vileplume or Bellossom, it really doesn't matter, because the only move that Vileplume learns that Gloom can't is Solar Beam, which can be taught by a TM, and the only move that Bellossom learns that Gloom can't is Leaf Storm, and Sunny Day, but again, that can be taught through a TM. My advice for people looking to evolve Gloom, I would say just wait until it learns Giga Drain, because that will come in really handy. Plus it learns Moonlight a few levels before that. After it's learnt Giga Drain, there's nothing you can't teach it without a TM, so there's no point waiting. Just evolve your Gloom as soon as it learns Giga Drain. Now let's look at how the stats match up. Vileplume and Bellossom, much like the other branched evolution Pokemon, are very similar to each other. Their HP is the same, their attack is the same, and their speed is the same. The only place where the stats differ between them is defense, special attack, and special defense, with Vileplume having the stronger special attack, which Bellossom makes up for by having the higher defense and special defense. So Vileplume is the more offense-based evolution, and Bellossom is the more defense-based evolution. Vileplume can hit harder, but Bellossom has staying power, which really must count for something. On top of that, look at weaknesses and resistances. Vileplume does have fewer weaknesses, and Bellossom has fewer resistances, and particularly with both these Pokemon having resistance to grass, the fact that Vileplume is a poison type gives it double resistance to grass. So whereas grass moves only do half the damage to Bellossom, they only do a quarter damage to Vileplume, which is something worth bearing in mind. With their abilities, Vileplume and Bellossom both have the primary ability of Chlorophyll, which boosts their speed in sunny weather. So teaching them Sunny Day is a very handy thing to do. However, with their hidden abilities, Vileplume has Effect Spore, which, when physically attacked, has a chance to either put to sleep, poison, or paralyze the attacking foe, which again is an offensive type of ability. On the flip side, Bellossom has the hidden ability Healer, which has a 30% chance of curing adjacent allies of status conditions. Again, that's a defensive ability. So these Pokemon are so similar in terms of moveset and stats and abilities. The only real difference is that Vileplume is offensive, Bellossom is defensive. So which one to choose is really up to you as a player. Do you tend to go in all guns blazing, in which case go with Vileplume? Or do you tend to be a little bit more apprehensive, a little more defensive, a little bit more stall based in your endeavours? I would say go for Bellossom, because Bellossom can last longer, but Vileplume can hit harder. It's really whichever you prefer of those two. In my opinion, I'd always go with Victory Bell, because it looks cooler, it hits harder, well, almost as hard as Vileplume, and it's much faster than either of these two, but that's just my opinion. Thanks everybody for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video today. Let me know in the comments section which you prefer, Vileplume or Bellossom, and what strategies you have for using each of them. And also let me know what you'd like the next branched evolution analysis to be. There are plenty to choose from. There's Slowbro and Slowking, there's Mothim and Wormadam, there's Gallade and Gardevoir, whatever. Let me know which ones you want me to talk about. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another video from me. I upload pretty much every day where possible, so you're never never short of videos from me. But until next time, I'm AceTrainerLiam. Keep on training.